Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the MMA Freaks podcast. I am your host, Cameron, and as always, I am joined by my mate, Damon.
Hello, everybody. How are you doing today?
Always the professional Damon. Alright, so today we are breaking down UFC 215. Now, this fight card...
Again? It is 215, right?
Yeah, 215, not 217.
Just making sure.
Before the podcast, we thought it was UFC 217. Like, I even have it written down in my notes as UFC 217. We were just way off.
I even actually wrote down on my thing, I'm like, 215, not 217. So I didn't make a mistake again.
Right, so this fight card, it's not like the greatest fight card, I don't think. Like, we haven't, I don't know, it's just not, it's not great. Like, I'm not overly pumped for anything on it, besides for, like, the co-main, to be honest. The Shevchenko versus Nunes.
Main, I guess.
Main, I'm kind of like, I'm excited, but it's hard to get excited for something that I know it's going to happen, you know?
Yeah, I mean, it's true, but anytime you get to watch DJ fight, it's like a pleasure at this point.
Yeah, it's just, you're watching a legend fighter, I guess, you know? It's like you're watching just the myth. You know, you know what's going to happen. You just got to watch it and appreciate the performance.
It's also kind of watching, like, the whole thing and, like, oh, damn, when is he actually going to lose? Like, when will it happen? Like, there's that kind of little bit of suspense to it as well.
Yeah.
But you never know if, like, a lucky shot's just going to, like, hit him and be like, oh, damn.
But it's 125s, though. Those lucky shots, though, like, what are they going to do?
They don't happen very often.
Yeah. I mean, I think he's just head and shoulders better than his division. It's going to be a long time before we see him lose. Unless he goes up to 135, where I think he'll be competitive. I think he can beat a champion at 135. But he needs to, like, it would be competitive for him, you know? Like, he'd actually have to try, as shitty as that sounds. But, like, he would definitely have to, I don't know, compete at a higher level for that. Alright, so let's, actually, do you want to...
I'm not sure if we said this, but this is a predictions podcast.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if we made that clear. Yeah. We're not just running through the card, because that's just a waste of time, really, with this card. But,
so we're going to do what we normally do, is we're going to make our predictions in this podcast. And then after the fight, after the blah 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 blah. After the fight card, we're gonna have another thing where we go through all our predictions and then we see who won based on our picks.
Yeah, and maybe bring up some like news on the fight card, what happened, and
yeah, just after
how that will influence everything else.
Yeah, after card news. So yeah, do you just want to get into this fight card?
Yeah, we're just gonna skip the undercard other than one fight because
we don't care.
Yeah. I mean, I'll still watch the undercard, of course, but the picks, it's just...
No, I probably won't. You're probably just gonna have to tell me who won.
Yeah, that's a good point there.
Alright. So... The fight on the undercard, we're going to go from bottom to top. So the fight on the card that we're first going to pick for is Henry Cejudo versus Wilson Hayes. Now this fight, Wilson obviously just lost to Demetrius in his last fight via armbar in the 4th round. I don't know about that. I think it was 4th round.
What was 3rd round?
Probably was, mate. Honestly, I know it was in like a later round, but I was just speaking out my ass.
Yeah, it's quite the usual with you.
Fuck you, man. Hey. How about fuck you? Alright, Wilson Hayes versus
Anyway, this will probably be a number 1 contender fight.
Probably. Hey, I mean, I don't really know too much what's happening in the flyweight division, but I mean, I'd imagine
Don't
so.
really see anyone else getting it. Like maybe the only other fighter is maybe Sergio Pettis, but
Yeah, Sergio's looking good. I want Sergio to get up there.
like he's probably the only other guy I could see having a shot.
Yeah. But you gotta hope for Ben 10. He's the American, but he's now Australian, so you gotta root for him. Fighting out of
He can't decide what he wants to be.
well, he's fighting out of Brisbane, and he flies the Australian flag, but he has an American accent, so it kind of throws you off a bit. But you're like, yeah, I'll believe you.
And isn't he like Vietnamese or something like that as well? I think it's Vietnamese.
Yeah, he's Asian, but he has an American accent with fighting out of Australia.
Yeah.
We still love him, okay?
We've adopted him.
The mutt.
Just like we do pretty much any fighter, because none of them are really Australian. We just steal them from New Zealand.
Hey, we don't have a lot of dogs in this race, so we need all the ones we can get.
Exactly.
Alright. So, Henry Cejudo versus Wilson Hayes, who you got?
I was actually going to pick Hayes, but I remembered he has that really disgusting tattoo of his name on his lower back, and that's the reason I'm not going to pick him. That's the only reason. I just...
Because he's a
I just couldn't stand to see
his
that
own
win.
name on his back. Fair enough, man. Fair enough.
I just... Plus, you know, he just lost as well, so I kind of want... yeah.
I don't know what Henry Cejudo's last fight was. It might have been to... What's his name? The number one contender. Fuck.
I think it's Benedictus.
Yeah, Benedictus.
Is it Benedictus or Benedict? I can't.
Oh no, just
looking at it.
I'm going with Benavides because that's how I've heard it said. So Benavides. So I think that was his last fight that he lost. I don't know though, but I'm going to go Henry Cejudo as well. I think he's going to win. Yeah, I mean I don't really have a lot to say about that. It's just those guys are like kind of up there in the flyweight division, so got to show the flyweight division some love.
Let them earn some money, please. They need to feed their families.
They have no families. They can't afford them. They have to eat their children.
Yeah, they can't afford a family. They're flyweights. They literally have to bring their trailer from the fucking trailer park to the arena to sleep in overnight because they can't afford the hotels or anything.
Jesus, okay, man.
Dana just doesn't pay them enough.
Alright, let's go to the next fight. Are we going to do... Wait, next fight is...
I believe it will be Latifi versus Tyson Pedro.
Okay, let's do that one.
Because, yeah. It's... I don't know.
Sorry, man, your mic's cutting out. What did you say?
Kind of biased. Sorry, what was that?
Your mic cut out. What did you say?
I genuinely forgot what I said. I'll go with what I'm about to say. He is Australian, so we're kind of biased.
Yes, very.
I feel like it'll be a very quick fight, considering it is light heavyweight, and I'm pretty sure the last 4 light heavyweight fights I've watched have all been over in the last minute. First minute, rather, not the last minute. If it was the last minute, that would actually be exciting.
Yeah, that's the one thing about the light heavyweight division is that they may be very like there might not be like a very talent-rich division, but like since they're kind of amateurs,
they're very exciting.
They're very exciting. Yeah. But yeah, there's Australian guy Tyson Pedro. He's 6-0. He looks good. He's a jiu-jitsu boxer. He has the reach advantage by 6 inches. He's 5 inches taller. He's the bigger dude with lots of scary tattoos. So yeah, we're obviously biased towards him.
Yeah. And then there's Latifi, who just looks like a Swedish mobster.
He does, doesn't he?
Bald head. What the hell is that? Bald head, the big bushy beard. He's got very hairy forearms as well, which kind of like pushes it over the edge as well. Like,
That's the weird thing about Russians. They're bald, but they have real hairy forearms and legs.
I think it's just Eastern Europeans or Europeans in general.
Just hairy motherfuckers over there. Alright, I don't think we should waste too much time on this fight because obviously we're biased. We're both big Tysus Pedro. Yeah. Go Aussies.
Alright, next fight, Melendez versus Stevens.
Right. I think Melendez is on a 3-fight losing streak, and Jeremy Stevens is on a 1-fight losing streak, but then before that, he lost a bunch as well.
Very inconsistent fighter.
Yeah, very inconsistent fighter. Like, you look at his record, and it's ridiculous how inconsistent.
We've talked about it before, how he just can't seem to break through that.
He gets
feeling.
Yeah. Like, you look at his losses, and you see, you know, he's got Cub on there. Friggin', who else has he got on there? He's got Frankie Edgar, Max Holloway. Like, he keeps hitting these glass ceilings that he can't get through.
Players, once he gets that certain talent level, he just can't.
Yeah, and he's not getting any younger either. He's been in the UFC since he was like 21. He's been in there for a long time. So, yeah. Who have you got in this fight?
I actually have Jeremy Stevens in this fight.
Oh, you do? I got Gilbert Melendez.
Ooh, talking points.
Talking points. The rivalry. I think that, so this is the first pick that we're actually divided on.
That it is.
Alright, man, I feel like Gilbert, I think this fight is at featherweight. Yeah, it says weight 145. Yeah, so these guys are both really lightweights fighting at featherweight, to be honest. I also had Michael Johnson's moving down to featherweight, which I don't think is a good idea, but we'll talk about that at a different time.
Yeah, there's another time. That's a weird one. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's what I heard. But yeah, I mean, I got Gilbert Melendez. Not really much rhyme or reason to that. I just think he's better than Jeremy Stevens, to be honest. Like, I just think he can beat the inconsistent Jeremy Stevens.
See, my whole thing is with Stevens' inconsistency. He's like always win, loss, or win, loss, or whatever. And I mean, it's a 1-fight win streak at the moment, I'm pretty sure he said. So, you know.
No, he's on a 1-fight losing streak.
Wins on there. Oh, losing? Oh,
yeah, he just lost to that one dude who lost to Brian Ortega.
What was that? Jason Knight? Was it? No. Was it Knight?
No, it was Renato.
Knight. What am I saying? Knight.
It's Renato Nagato or something like that.
Oh my god, I'm an idiot, man. I'm getting my weight classes wrong. Holy crap. All the lower weight classes are so close together, and people are always shifting weights in there. It's confusing who fights where and when.
Yeah, because I guess at the upper weight class, there's like 15 pounds difference between 70 and 85, and like 20 pounds difference between 85 and 205.
Like, so, they never really change a whole lot.
They don't really change, yeah. And
like, being much bigger bodies, they're like, I guess, easier to remember, I guess.
I guess so. I mean, there's a reason why the heavier weight classes get paid more. We just notice them more. I don't know what it is.
Yeah. Probably
because
they actually stand there and strike, which gives people entertainment. For some reason. I mean, I love a good grapple. That sounds really bad.
I love a good grapple.
I love a good grapple.
Hey, son. I love a good grapple.
Never mind. Yep. Oh, I'm not living that one down. Next fight, let's go. Yeah.
All right, so we have Rafael dos Anjos with a not Rafael. It's Rafael dos Anjos versus Neil Magny.
No, man, and it's Niall. What are you talking about?
Niall Magny.
Oh, it's Magny. Get it right.
Okay, I have Rafael dos Anjos in this fight.
I have Magny here.
So you got Magny. Rafael's coming into this fight. Obviously now fights at 70. I think it's his second fight at 70. He's he's small compared to Magny. He's quite small. I mean, Magny is obviously a tall dude and a very long dude when it comes to 170. But he's still like really good for the weight class. Like he should be in 170, I feel. This is Magny. But Rafael dos Anjos, he's coming in shorter, but obviously he couldn't make that weight. I feel like he's one of those fighters that'd be perfect for a 165-pound weight class, but they just don't have it. Yeah, so Magny will have the 10-inch reach advantage. And he also has a 6-inch height advantage. Well, I'm not sure if that's an advantage, but he's 6 inches taller.
Mm.
But yeah, I still have Rafael in this fight. I feel like his skills are there. I feel like he was a champion. And yeah, I just have a lot of faith in Rafael dos Anjos for this pick.
Like throwing a straight punch, and his arm will just keep on reaching to like a concession stand, and he'll just bring back a bottle of water for himself, drink it during the fight, and just keep going. Like his reach is just, I feel like it's going to be too much.
Yeah, it's honestly like his reach is so big. Like it's 80 inches. There are light heavyweights that don't have that reach. I don't even think Stipe has that reach. I know Whitaker doesn't have that reach.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Yeah.
And yet still the interim.
I think that reach is just a little bit shorter than Gustafson's, to be honest. Like Jones has an 84 reach, which is the biggest in the UFC. That's bigger than Stefan Struve. That goddamn reach, though.
Yeah, holy shit. The skyscraper.
Yeah, he lost last weekend. Actually, I just want to touch on that for a second. So Stefan Struve lost, and he lost against Volkov.
Yeah, Volkov.
Volkov.
Not Volkov.
Yeah.
Volkov.
Which I think is really interesting because it actually brings. I'm liking this new heavyweight division that's starting to emerge. You know, so you got Francis Ngannou, Derek Lewis, and Volkov. I really like those three dudes who are three fresh faces in the division, who I really think can give these giants a run for their money. I believe Volkov was a Bellator champion as well. So yeah, he's got that going for him. So I just wanted to shout out Volkov and just say, good on you, son. And yeah, I don't know if he'll be a champion one day, but who knows? Anything could happen.
You never know with the UFC.
Yeah.
I mean,
Stipe's been
on the
good at the
title
moment.
in his first 4 fights.
Alright, do you want to move on to the next fight?
Yes, the main event of the evening. Amanda Nunes versus Valentina Shevchenko.
I'm the most excited for this fight.
Yeah, I've been waiting for this fight since it got cancelled. No, I guess before that even. But,
yeah.
Yeah.
So
who do you have in this one, then?
I've been going back and forth. So we already picked this fight back when it got cancelled. I had Nunes. Now I feel like I'm going for Shevchenko, though. I've been going way back and forth, but I feel Shevchenko is just like a better fighter than Nunes. I don't know what it is, but she's just scarier. Like, it just makes me feel like, I don't know, I just think that she's a better... I know she's lost to Nunes, but now I think she is the best 185-pounder on the planet. So I have faith that Shevchenko will bring it home. I said Amanda Nunes before, but now I'm going hard in the paint with fucking Valentina Shevchenko. I think she's got it.
Yeah, same. I'm sticking with Shevchenko. I feel like she'll just be too hungry for Nunes. She'll have that extra bit of hunger after the fight was cancelled. She'll just take it. Don't think Nunes will see it coming. We'll just be Shevchenko's fight.
Now, I think it's important to point out for this fight, Valentina, she was a kickboxer. She kickboxed actually against Joanna Jędrzejczyk. she beat Joanna at a 125 pound kickboxing back in the day. That is kind of her like natural weight class, I feel. 125 pounds for Valentina. So she is a little bit smaller for this weight class, but obviously they don't have a 125 pound weight class. So she's 3 inches shorter, and she has a 2-inch reach disadvantage.
Yeah, she's only like 5'5", which is miniature.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not dwarf size, but still.
I mean, it's not Demetrius Johnson, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, there you go.
So Amanda Nunes, she has this 2-inch reach advantage. Now, Amanda Nunes, she'll use all of that 2-inch reach advantage. Like, she'll use every millimeter of that 2-inch reach advantage, because she just keeps people on the end of her punches. But I feel like Valentina is just the best 135er on the planet at the moment, to be honest. Like, I just have a lot of faith in her. I think that she can do it. So, Valentina.
Yeah, I believe she can as well.
Right, do you want to move on to the main event of the evening?
Yes, we shall. DJ vs. Paul, the main event of the evening.
The main event of the evening.
We actually kind of talked a little bit about this before, with like excitement and whatnot of it, and
the Tasmexican Devil.
what a shit name.
I don't like that at all.
He's actually still really young. Pretty sure he's 23.
23, Jesus.
Yeah. I mean, 23-year-old fighting for the title. Very impressive.
Yeah.
Look at who he's fighting.
Yeah, as I said, Demetrius is just on a different planet for that division. Like, he's just on a different level. So that division needs to sit down and be humble.
Listen to some Kendrick Lamar.
I really want Demetrius to walk out to that song now. Sit down and be humble. Or maybe it would be better if Ray Borg walked out to that.
True. It'd be, I mean, he's a younger guy, so, more of a, I guess, pop culture kind of person.
Yeah, I guess
the younger
so.
people usually are.
So Ray Borg's 1 inch taller, but he has a 3-inch reach disadvantage. Which for Demetrius, I mean, like 3-inch reach advantage, that's pretty good. He can do some work with that, especially since these guys are so small. Those 3 inches, they matter a lot more.
Yeah, like, it actually matters a shit ton compared to like
like three inches at light heavyweight, 3 inches at middleweight. Not like you're not going to keep someone too far at the end of your jab with 3 inches. You know, like they can easily step in. But here, like that matters a lot. Yeah, I mean, it's hard to see this fight going any other way than Demetrius Johnson with a title around his waist and a hand raised.
Okay, since this is such an obvious pick, do you have a way of victory for him to win? Like, how do you believe DJ will win it?
Well, let me investigate Ray Borg, because obviously no one knows any of the contenders at fucking flyweight. Fuck. So the summary of Ray Borg, according to the UFC website, says grappling. Ooh. Thank you for that in-depth analysis, UFC.
Very in-depth. Grappling. He loves a bit of grapple.
Hey, son. I like a bit of grappling.
Just let me whisper in your ear.
I love a bit of a grapple. Obviously, Demetrius, what style is he? He's in a I'll kick your ass in any way, shape, or form. I'll do what you do, and I'll be better at it.
I'll win however I have to.
Yeah, he will do what you do better
No,
than
not
you
however
do
I
what
have
you do.
to, however I want to. Like,
Yeah, not however I have
better.
to, however I want to. That's
Yeah.
it. That should be Demetrius's tagline. Like, I want to say that in a promo. That's genius stuff, Damon. I won't beat him however I have to. I'll beat him however I want to. That's great. Someone tweet that at Robert Whittaker right now. We can use that against Bisping.
Oh yeah.
So do I have a way of him? I feel like Ray Borg's going to engage in the grappling, and I feel like Demetrius can beat him. I feel like maybe
Very good insight.
I feel like maybe an armbar again, like he did against Wilson Hayes. Yeah. What do you got?
This is a risky one to say, but I feel like he's going to go TKO win.
Ooh,
Like,
you got a round with that?
a round. Oh. It'll be very deep. So I'll say 4th round.
4th round TKO. You're just gonna pepper away at him. Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good enough pick, to be honest. Like, yeah, I think that's a good pick. Yeah, so I mean, this is the fight card 215. So this is on this is this weekend. This is this weekend. That's how I speak.
Yes, on the 10th. Or is it the 11th for us?
I think this is the.
I can't remember.
I think it's the 10th for us, so it's the 9th for America.
So one thing that always screws me over, I'm like, a couple days before, I'm like, oh, fuck, the 10th? Or the day before? Or crap, what day is it?
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's
always a wonderful thing being an Australian MMA fan for that reason. Like, did I miss it?
11 o'clock.
Is it even on yet?
So the next, I think this is the only pay-per-view numbered UFC event for this this month, and then I think next month, like October 4th or something, we have another fight card, UFC 216, which we'll obviously do a breakdown of that. So we'll probably do another podcast. Obviously, we've made our predictions now. We'll do another podcast after the fight. I think I already said this. Did I say this? We'll do another podcast after the fight. We'll see one or
I believe so, yeah. I believe you said at the start. And I mean,
your brother,
if there is
your brother might also make some picks, but he probably won't make them now.
I'll make some a bit later. And if there is like a fight card we actually find interesting, something like that, we might do a podcast on that, or like a little recap even. It just depends what really comes up.
Yeah. See what we're interested in.
Yeah.
All right. Are we ready to end it?
Yeah, I'd say so. I don't see anything else going on.
All right. This has been your MMA Freaks podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Cameron, and as always, that is my mate Damon. God, I stuffed up that outro so bad.
Oh yeah, big time. Rewind button. Let's go.
Fuck it, we're out.